I'm 26 now, and my problems initially started right out of college in 2006. Starting in Thanksgiving of last year, I began to feel very tired, and then by January I was on a surfing trip with some friends in Brazil, and the day I got there, I remember I woke up and the next morning I was completely fatigued, muscle soreness, just couldn't even walk for a few days. I wasn't able to do what I came there to do, which was the surfing, because the soreness, headaches, and things like that were keeping me back. Even at the time, even so, I kept telling myself, you know, it's taking me a really long time to adjust to the heat and then to adjust to the food here and so on and so forth. And I came back, and it was then that I saw a doctor after a few weeks when I wasn't getting better. Initially, the symptoms were more physical, the joint pain, the absolutely debilitating fatigue. In the past year or so, my symptoms have shifted away from, or less, I won't say away from, but less physical, more neurological, more trouble focusing, trouble sleeping, brain fog. It got to a point where not only the physical symptoms, the fatigue, but the neurological symptoms got so bad I couldn't cook an omelet, drive a car, let alone tie my own shoes. I just could not figure out how to do things, you know, basic things that I should be able to do. That was my family physician who I'd seen for years, and he told me I needed two things, TLC and chicken soup.
Did you find that a bit condescending, or
absolutely.
Did you just, or okay? So you felt as though he really wasn't
very
taking you seriously.
Very dismissive, which is why I went to another doctor the following week, and this was an infectious disease guy. So this doctor did some blood work, found that I, as he put it, had Lyme. Didn't know what that meant at the time, but he said, yeah, it looks like you've had Lyme. You don't have it anymore. I'll put you on 3 weeks of doxycycline, and just to be on the safe side, and you should be fine. It was a little bit disheartening to hear that 3 weeks of some medicine could treat it, when I had also heard these conflicting notions that if you have had it for a while untreated, it can get very serious. So I got a little bit nervous about that. In addition to antibiotic treatment, so I got rid of that doctor who would not prescribe antibiotics, went to a doctor who gave me very high dose antibiotics intermittently, put me on several protocols that involved ramping the antibiotics up, and then cutting them off, and then ramping up again. And I'm now on just my 4th week of intravenous Rocephin. So, and I'm feeling quite good, responding to it well. In addition to that, diet and exercise have been essential to my health, I feel, and have made a huge difference. Even in those points where I was very low and tired, or I'll say especially in those points where I was extremely exhausted. So doing research, trying to understand how it works, and experimenting. And in my experience, exercise and nutrition has done a lot for me.